Look around you. The sisterhoodsleuths.net crowd is on their feet, and for good reason. The vault is open, free books flying off the shelves, VIP passes to connect directly with Kathy Warshaw, exclusive merch drops you'll never see in stores, and secret perks reserved for insiders only. And you? You just walked into the Sisterhood Sleuths podcast. Welcome. Today, we're tackling a question every multi-talented, multi-passionate teen knows too well. What do you do when you've got 84 hobbies and no clue where your life is headed? Spoiler, it's not a curse. It's your superpower, and we're about to show you how to use it.
Okay, let's talk about that feeling. You know the one, maybe it hits you late at night.
Mm-hmm.
You're juggling like a dozen different interests. Maybe you skateboard, you write poetry, you paint little rocks to hide in parks.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe you recently tried making sourdough bread from scratch. Spoiler, it's still alive, possibly sentient.
Demanding to be fed, probably.
Totally. And then you look at this kind of fascinating, maybe messy chaos you've created, and the thought just hits. I have so many random hobbies, but zero clue what I'm supposed to do with my life.
Oh, absolutely. That's such a common thought.
Yeah, if that sounds like you, if you've ever felt your passions are just distractions, then you are definitely in the right place. It's way more normal than you think.
And if that is you, please hear this.
Yeah.
You're not alone. You are not behind schedule. And you are definitely not broken.
Okay.
What you're doing, it isn't a problem. It's actually a really crucial, kind of exciting phase of exploration. You're learning things. You're growing. That's exactly what you should be doing.
Right.
What feels like being scattered is actually, well, it could be a hidden strength. A ton of potential just waiting. It's really about reframing how you see it all.
I love that reframe. So, okay, what does this mean for us then? Today, we're doing a deep dive into this really brilliant perspective, drawing from the Sisterhood Sleuths Guide to Life. And this guide, it doesn't just say, find your passion. It offers this practical, almost game-like way to figure out your own path.
Yeah, it makes it approachable.
Exactly. We're going to unpack this idea that our hobbies are kind of like secret skill badges or maybe hidden levels in the game of life.
Ooh, I like that. Skill badges.
Yeah. So this deep dive, it's all about seeing how these seemingly random interests are actually like critical clues for personal discovery and how we can tackle this whole self-exploration thing, not as some scary task, but almost like a fun, rewarding game. You know, make it super fun to figure things out.
Let's do it.
Okay, level 1. Let's talk about reframing wasted time as skill points earned. It's just so easy to fall into that trap, isn't it? Where trying different hobbies or, sticking with one for a bit, then moving on, feels like you're just procrastinating.
Right. You tell yourself you should be doing something more productive, something obviously career-related.
Exactly. But here's where the Sisterhood Sleuths Guide says it gets really interesting. That whole perspective, it's completely upside down.
Totally.
You're not wasting time, you are investing it, even if you don't quite see how yet.
Yeah, and a key insight here is how every single time you try something new like a hobby, you are genuinely picking up skills.
Right.
You're finding new interests. You're getting these invaluable insights about yourself. It really is like leveling up your character in some big open world game.
Okay.
Think about it. Baby pottery didn't quite work out, and hey, no judgment if your bowl looks like a sad blobfish. We've all made those.
Been there.
But now you know you like working with your hands, and that's not trivial. That's useful info.
True.
That hands-on stuff, even with a wobbly result. It's about, fine motor skills, understanding materials, problem solving in 3D, trying to make clay actually do what you want it to do. And patience, resilience.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
These are all transferable skill points.
Yeah.
They could apply to product design, project management, even like therapeutic stuff.
Yeah.
It's not wasted time at all. It's direct investment in you. You're building your toolkit one blobfish bowl at a time.
That's such a powerful way to look at it, seeing every try as like building blocks, not failures.
Exactly.
Which leads us perfectly into level 2, the pattern quest, finding your purpose breadcrumbs. Because once you stop, judging your hobbies as just random distractions, you can start seeing them as actual data points about who you are, what really lights you up.
Right, the data points.
But that big question, what am I supposed to do forever? Ugh. The pressure, it's immense. And honestly, it feels like a rude question to ask anyone under 25. Or maybe anyone, ever.
Fair enough. It is overwhelming.
So, the Sisterhood Sleuths Guide suggests we ditch that impossible question. Instead, think of it like a quest log, right? Filled with better questions, more like clues in the self-discovery game.
Okay. Like what?
Like asking yourself, what hobbies do I keep coming back to, even after I drop them for a while? What makes me totally lose track of time, but in a good way, where hours just vanish?
Yeah, the flow state.
Exactly. And what kinds of problems do I actually enjoy solving, even if they seem small or silly to other people?
Right. Okay, so if we connect this to the bigger picture, these aren't just random questions. They're like your brain dropping little breadcrumbs
Leading where?
towards your deeper purpose, maybe? Your natural inclinations, anyway.
Yeah.
You might start noticing these themes cropping up again and again.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you always gravitate towards design stuff, arranging furniture, making a meal look nice, organizing your computer files.
No.
Or maybe you're always drawn to animals. Or you get real satisfaction from helping people. Or you just love telling stories in whatever form. Noticing these repeated patterns across different interests, even if they seem totally unconnected, it's like finding hidden connections in a puzzle.
Right.
They reveal your natural strengths, your passions, the kind of challenges that actually energize you. These are kind of the core stats of your player character in life.
Clear character.
They shape who you are and what you might be really good at or really enjoy. It's seeing your interest as a map, not just a messy pile.
That's so cool, turning the random into a treasure map. Okay, so once you start seeing those patterns, you're ready for level 3, unlocking new achievements, which is basically just try things.
The action part.
Because here's the kind of blunt truth from the Sisterhood Sleuths Guide. Nobody is going to show up at your door holding a glittery scroll that says, "Congratulations, this is your destiny."
Probably not, no.
And yeah, the guide says if they do, you should probably run. Might be a pyramid scheme.
Good advice.
But the real message is you have to try things to find your path. You have to actively take on those action quests, unlock new achievements, gather more data, really embrace the experimentation and, gamify it. Make it super fun.
Yes. Make it fun.
The source tells us volunteer somewhere, even just for an hour. Test drive an interest. Take a free class, maybe online, just something short on a topic you're curious about.
Low stakes.
DM that person whose job looks cool and ask them about it, like a quick informational chat. Start a project just because it sounds interesting. No big plan needed. The point is just movement, action.
But that brings up a really important question, doesn't it? How do we get over that inertia, that feeling of waiting for permission or a clear sign, especially for, kind of scared of failing or looking silly?
Yeah, that's a big hurdle.
Well, the truth is the path often shows up because you started moving, not before.
Oh, okay.
Think about the Sisterhood Sleuths themselves from the source material. They didn't start out as like fully trained detectives with some grand plan.
Right.
They were just friends.
Yeah.
They followed their curiosity. They used their different strengths. Maybe one was observant, one good with people, another great at research.
Combining skills.
Yeah. And they basically just said yes when life threw something unexpected, something bigger, their way.
Okay.
It's a really powerful analogy for how doing those seemingly small side quests in your own life, taking the class, volunteering, sending that message, can actually lead to much bigger adventures. Unexpected discoveries about what you can do and what you love.
Side quests leading to main quests.
Exactly. It's about being proactive, writing your own story,
Yeah.
understanding that every little step adds up. You don't need the whole map figured out. You just need to take the next interesting little step.
That makes so much sense. Action really does create clarity. Okay, so as you're out there taking action, trying things, you'll naturally hit level 4, building your support network or finding your guild.
Oh, the guild, yes.
Because let's be honest, it can be really tough finding people who actually understand your maybe unconventional dreams. Like when you tell someone you want to be a coding chef who also sings on TikTok.
Yeah, you might get some blank stares.
Or maybe a historical costumer who also runs a tiny urban farm. Some people just won't get it. They might even roll their eyes.
Sadly, yes.
Which is why the Sisterhood Sleuths Guide really stresses finding and connecting with people who do get it. Finding mentors, seeking advice from people who either share your weird mix of interests or are on similar journeys of exploration.
The power of community here is just huge. It really can't be overstated.
Yeah.
Well, the Sisterhood Sleuths idea, it isn't just a concept in a book. The source explicitly calls it a community, one that will back you up when life feels confusing, when your multi-passionate brain is just overloaded.
Okay, a real community.
And there's even that welcoming note saying, hey, you're already part of it just by being here, listening to this. which I think is lovely.
That is nice.
And it connects so perfectly to that gamified idea of finding your build, right?
Yeah.
Your support team, your fellow adventurers on this big quest to self-discovery.
Right, your party members.
Exactly. These are the people who cheer for your small wins, who encourage you when things get tough, who offer perspective when you're lost, and who just validate your unique curiosities.
Yeah.
Having that network, those companions, it's essential for any big journey, especially one as personal as figuring out your purpose.
Totally. Okay, now for a little extra boost, we have a bonus level, the rewards program of life.
Ooh, bonus level.
Yeah, so the Sisterhood Sleuths Guide mentions this section called Motivation, Please, and Thank You. And it points to their shop with motivational mugs, posters, stuff like that. And I kind of like thinking of these as little in-game power-ups, or buffs for your motivation meter.
Yeah, little boosts.
Sometimes just seeing a quote on your wall or a message on your mug is enough to remind you, okay, I'm not lost, I'm learning, I'm collecting those experience points we talked about.
Right.
It's a real tangible way to keep that, gamify it, make it super fun idea going.
And what's really fascinating here and just perfectly nails that gamify it, make it super fun theme is the actual explicit Sisterhood Sleuths rewards program they mention.
Oh, the actual program. Tell me more.
Yeah. So this isn't just about nice slogans. It's a real-world example of gamification put into practice. It's designed specifically to reward you for engaging with your own self-discovery journey.
How does it work?
You literally earn points for doing things. Buying a book, sure, but also sharing stuff on social media, leaving reviews, actions that connect you or help you grow.
Okay, cool.
And then you can redeem those points for real stuff, exclusive discounts, prizes, even free books.
Wow.
It's such a brilliant model of the idea that every action, even small things like sharing something online or buying a book that helps you, can give you tangible rewards.
Yeah.
It propels you forward in your own personal game.
That's amazing.
It completely underscores that the journey itself, with all the exploring and connecting and baby steps, can be inherently rewarding and actually fun. It's about building that system for yourself and maybe with others where progress gets noticed, celebrated, and really encouraged.
I love that. Making the process itself the reward. Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive, let's just circle back to that core reminder from the Sisterhood Sleuths Guide. You really don't need to have it all figured out right now, or maybe ever, perfectly.
It's okay now to know.
Yeah, it's an ongoing journey, right? A dynamic game with endless levels and side quests, not some fixed destination you have to race towards.
Absolutely.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? It means really embracing the idea that staying curious, just keeping showing up, and trusting that your weird, wonderful, maybe slightly odd hobbies, they're leading you somewhere amazing.
Trust the process.
Exactly. Even if you can't see the exact path yet. That trust, that curiosity, that's the most productive, most fulfilling thing you can do for your future. It's about enjoying playing the game, not just stressing about the final boss.
Which leads to, I think, an important question for you, our listener, to maybe chew on.
Okay.
If we really lean into this idea that life is this dynamic game of exploration and discovery, not just some rigid checklist, what new side quest or maybe skill will you decide to try next, just for the fun of it?
Good question.
Knowing that every step, every level, every seemingly random interest actually counts as real, meaningful progress towards becoming, well, more you. How does that shift things? How does that change how you look at your own unique path?
Yeah.
We'd really encourage you to embrace that continuous, joyful journey of discovery.
Yeah.
Gamify it for yourself. Don't just fixate anxiously on some single static destination way off in the future. Enjoy the exploring.
You don't have to pick one passion today, but you do have to grab this chance before it's gone. Sisterhoodsleuths.net is where your creativity meets opportunity. Free books, VIP moments, collectibles, and a community that celebrates every single interest you've got. Go there now, sign up, and step into a space that's as multi-passionate as you are. This is your rally cry. Answer it.